Hey guys, it's Miss Smith. I am here in the office in my house because, we're supposed to stay at home and stay healthy, but that doesn't mean that we can't learn together. So I hope that you were able to go to school and get the packets that your classroom teacher made for you. And in the back, you will find the book we use in our classroom together when you come see me. It has the camel on it. And there were also some papers attached to that book. There should have been 3 packets. One for week 1, week 2, and week 3. So I'm going to make a video each week to help you go through the packet and begin our week together. Now, if you notice, I have a little visitor down here. Say hello, Penny. She is going to learn along with us today. A little sleepy. I think she's a little bored too. We've been taking lots of walks together and just trying to stay healthy. So I hope you all are washing your hands a lot and doing your best to stay healthy so that we can all be back at school together again soon, because I miss you guys. But this is a good way for me to teach you and for you to learn at home. So I'm here to help you. If you have any questions or need any help, your parents have my email address and they can email me and ask me questions so I can help you, okay? A lot of the things we'll do together are things we would normally do in our classroom anyway. So first I'm going to show you what the packet for week 1 looks like. There are 5 days, and on day 1 it says complete the vocabulary chart, and you can use your own dictionary if you have one to help you write the definitions for these vocabulary words, but I'm going to use the vocabulary cards that we use every week in class to show you examples and to give you the definitions, so these will help you understand our story this week, okay? All right, then it says number 2, look at the page and write the answer to the questions in number 1. So for example, on the first page of our story, we're not reading it yet, but you're going to find number 1 and write answers to the questions in number 1. These just help you to look at the pictures, kind of make some predictions, and get to thinking about the story before we read it. And then it says number 3, on Miss Smith's YouTube channel, click on the 3rd grade playlist to listen to the story about Athena and Arachne. So sometimes I might put on there for you to find my YouTube channel, which hopefully you found it if you're watching this video, but I sent your parents the link and directions in the packet, and I think I've also emailed it to them. So just in case you haven't been able to find it, that way, if you go to the Rosa Parks Elementary website, the homepage, and click on academics, you'll see some yellow boxes pop up, and you can click on ELL program, and at the top it will say Miss Smith's YouTube channel. So click on that. And you can either go to videos or playlists, and if you click on playlists, you'll see there's 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. You guys are 3rd graders, so of course you would click on the 3rd grade playlist. There will be videos of me there. There will be some videos, some clips that I've chosen that go along with our stories this week. So for example, this week's video clip is Greek mythology for kids, Arachne the Weaver. So when we're finished with this video today, and you finish writing answers to number 1 in your book, you can watch that video to give you some more information about our story this week. Okay. That's all for day 1. For day 2, you can review the vocabulary words in your book. So just like we do every week, before we read our story together, we go to the pages before the story and we review the vocabulary words with the pictures, and you write them in sentences to help you remember what they mean. And then after that, you can go back to my YouTube channel that I just showed you, and I will read the story to you out loud. So you can listen while you look in your book, okay? On day 3, it's your turn. You get to read this week's story out loud. So if your parent is there, you can read out loud to them. If you have a dog, you can read out loud to your pets. If you have a little brother or sister, read out loud to them. Or you can do what I did when I was younger and I set up all my stuffed animals and read to them. So you can pretend to be the teacher and read to whoever will listen, okay? And on day 3, there are some questions. And I know usually in class I have the questions on paper and you practice asking and answering those questions with a partner. So if you don't have anybody to do that with at your house, that's okay, because you can read the questions or have someone help you read the questions on this packet, and you can do just what we do in class, where we use the text evidence to answer these questions. So you can go back in the story and underline or highlight with whatever you have, a pencil, a marker. Just find the answers to the questions however you want. Okay. On day 4, it says use the graphic organizer stapled to this to write about the story. So today we're going to do the vocabulary chart together, but on day 4 is writing day. So you might see a paper that looks like this, where you can go back and use the book to help you write about this week's story. So you can write the characters, the setting, the beginning, the middle, the end. What was this story mostly about? What did you learn? So these questions will help you to understand the story a little more. And day 5. I love this day because it's Field Trip Friday. So even though we cannot go anywhere together, you can travel somewhere different in the world and learn new things. So I put on day 5's directions to type in your Google search, virtual field trips, Google Docs. But I also plan to send this link to your parents in an email or dojo so they can find it quickly. But this is what it looks like when you get there. Whoa! It says at the top, oh, I scrolled down too far, over 30 virtual field trips. So you can go to the zoo, you can go to Mars, you can go to a farm, you can go to a space museum, you can go to China. There are lots of things to see. All you have to do is choose one this week, and there will be pictures and videos and games and things to read on the website. And after you have explored and had a good old time, on the last page of your packet should be a page that says Virtual Field Trip 1. It says write some things you learned about on the field trip. You may draw a picture to match on the back. And it gives you a sentence to get started. It says, on today's virtual field trip, I went to... So if you choose the zoo for your first one, you can say, I went to the zoo. And you can write about the animals you saw, what are some things you learned, what are some things you like. And when you're finished writing on the back, you can draw a picture to match some of the things you wrote about. Okay, so those are some activities for this week. And if your parents have any questions or you need any help, please just email me or dojo message me and I will do my best to help you, okay? All right, so let's get started with your vocabulary chart. So this is the same paper we use every week in class. You will write the word, you can write the definition, And then you can think of your own example sentence to write and a quick short little picture that's fast to match your sentence. This will help you remember the words. Okay. Now on your chart, the words are already written in for you. So when I show you the word, find it on your chart. So the first word that I say, it might be way down here. That's okay. Find the word that I show you and write the definition beside it. All right, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to tell you the word and the definition like I always do. I'll give you an example or two. I'll put this up and I'll write the definition on the board. So you will be able to see it and you'll be able to write it on your chart. Now, if I go too fast, the great thing about video is you can push pause or you can go back and rewind and listen to it again, okay? So I'm going to tell these pretty quickly and write them up here for just a few seconds, and then I'll erase and show you the next card, but you can always go back and pause and listen again, okay? All right, so let's get started. Our first vocabulary this week is afford, and you can practice saying these words too. Afford. Afford means to have enough money to buy something. And so in this picture, it says, Donna can afford to buy a teddy bear. So you can see she's buying it there. So afford means that you have enough money to buy something. Have enough money to buy something. Okay, so afford means you have enough money to buy something. For example, if I go to the store and I want to buy a candy bar and it costs $2, but I only have $1, then I cannot afford to buy it. I don't have enough money. But if I do have $2, then yes, I can afford to buy it because I have enough money. Okay? All right. I'm going to erase this one. Remember, you can pause or rewind to see it again. I'm going to go ahead and show you our next word. It is value. Value means to think of something as being special and important. So in this example, it says, my parents value this family quilt. Maybe their grandmother made it a long time ago. That makes it very special to them. So if something has value, that means it's very special and important to you. Maybe you have a necklace that you value. I value my pets. They're very special and important to me. I value my students because you all are very important to me. So just think of it like that, something that's special and important. Okay? So let's just write that easy definition. If something has value, it is special and important. Okay. So value means special and important. And different people value different things. Okay? A lot of people, their family is what they value. So you can think of something that's special and important to you that you could write in your example sentence. Okay? So the next word to find on your vocabulary chart is a word that starts with C. It is compete. So it looks like this. compete, because we have two words that start with a C. Compete means to try to win at a game or contest. So in this example, it says Kim will compete with her friends in the race. So compete means you're trying to win a game or contest. Okay. Try to win a game or contest. Compete. Try to win a game or contest. So in this, the contest was a race. They're trying to win the race. You might be competing in a chess tournament. You might be competing in a swimming race. You might be competing in a basketball game or a soccer game. Anytime you're trying to win something and there are other players or other people on another team, you are competing. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and look at the next word. It is possession. Possessions are things that you own or have. So in this example, it says the baseball is one of the boys' favorite possessions. So you can think of things that you own or that you have. Those are your possessions. Okay? So that is an easy definition. Things you own or have. So you can write a sentence about anything that you own or have. You might say, my toys are my possessions. My trophies are my possessions. My jewelry is my possession. My clothes are my possessions. They're the things that you own, that you have. So possession means things you own or have. Okay. The next word that we can find on our chart is another word that starts with a C, C-H. So it says ch, challenged. Okay, so find the word that's spelled like this. Challenged means invited to play a game or have a contest. In this example, it says, I challenged Dad to a game of chess. So if you challenge someone, it means you're asking them to play with you and compete against you. So you might say, I challenged my brother to a game of basketball. It means you're inviting him or asking him to play so you all can have a contest or a competition. Okay. So challenged means invited to play a game or contest. Invited to play a game or contest. Okay, so challenged means invited to play a game or contest. Okay. All right, we only have one more, guys. You are getting through these like a champ, just like you always do. Our last word is messenger. Messenger means someone who brings a letter or a package to another person. It says the messenger brought the package to Mom. Okay, so he's bringing this box, this package to her. So your mail carrier, the person that brings your mail, is like a messenger. They're bringing the letters to your parents. Okay? Sometimes, some of you have come to my room with a note from your classroom teacher because they want to ask me a question or they need something. If you are the person that brings the note from one teacher to another, you're a messenger, because it means you're a person who brings a letter or package to another person. Okay? So a messenger is someone who brings a package or letter to another person. Okay. Messenger is someone who brings a package or letter to another person. So you can think of a time a messenger has brought something to you, or maybe a time that you have been a messenger. Okay? All right, guys. Well, we've made it through all of the words. Remember, you can rewind or pause if you need to see these again or listen again. Remember, when we finish here, to answer the questions for number 1 on the first page of the story in your book, and then you can click on my YouTube channel to listen to this Greek mythology story about Athena and Arachne. It's really cool. It'll give you some good ideas about this story. Okay. At the end of the week, when you have finished your vocabulary chart and you have finished writing about the story on the graphic organizer, and you have finished writing about the first field trip on this page, just have your parents take a quick picture of every page, or they can lay all of your pages out on the table and take one big picture and email it to me, and I can give you credit for doing your work for the whole week. Okay, so just wait until your whole packet is done and they can take pictures and email it to me. Okay? All right, guys, I love you and I miss you so much. I hope you'll get to come back to my channel and listen to the story about Athena and Arachne, and I will put on some more videos each week for you to watch so we can be together. All right, so Penny is definitely asleep now. I think she's been ready for a nap, and it's time for me to go, but I will see you next time, and we'll keep learning together. Bye, guys.